Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is DinoSasha here, and welcome back to another review. And today we're going to take a look at the figure. It is the Wiben Hydrotherosaurus. Now Hydrotherosaurus, which its name means water beast lizard, is a genus of a plesiosaur dinosaur, or species of plesiosaur, that lives in the late Cretaceous period, about 70 to 66 million years ago, what is known as Morocco Formation of Africa. Now, the length was said to be a lot longer. Now, despite the fact, the length is about 7.8 meters, 26 feet long, and the tooth, and the head was only about 3.3 centimeters, or 1.8 feet long. Now, considerably, the Hydrotherosaurus is a member of a relative of the Elasmosaurid of the Plesiosauridae family. Now, considerably, it belongs in the Elasmosauridae family, which is belong in the order of Plesiosaurs. Now, there is considered that it is a carnivore, mainly eat fish and something on small mollusks. Now, it only happens in Africa, but the scientific name known as the Hydrotherosaurus alexandridae, who was discovered at a Mulcahy Alexander. So, possibly, the Hydrotherosaurus has lived alongside with other sea creatures. So that makes sense. So, talk about the skull. The sculpt may look plastic-like, and it's more rubber-ish. Now, kind of like it, this is a really good sculptation on the rubber figure. Now, considerably, the sculpt looks similar to the Collecte Hydrotherosaurus, except my larger. And I call it Harold because the Harold is a Hydrotherosaurus, possibly. Now, the rubber appearance. Now, talk about the rubber resultation. This one can actually move its own neck, or possibly it can move its own flippers. Now, the pose is similar to that of the Collecte, except different. It is not above the ground. It is on the side of each hand. Now, considerably, the Hydrotherosaurus can be resulted. But the details is alright, but I still like the rubberish details. Kind of like how this appearance makes Hydrotherosaurus may look different to compare other species of plesiosaurs. So, basically, that makes sense because this is a really cool opinion on that creature. Now, the color scheme, it fits to it. It is bluish color on the upper body and the grayish color on the underbelly or underbody, whatever you call that. Now, considerably, this is really nice in my opinion. So, no main sure that this is really fit to a Hydrotherosaurus, and the head is not it is way different from a Collecte. It is actually open its mouth like it used to. And considerably, it looks like a mix-up of a Loch Ness monster, although its eyes are red in color. But I still like how this color on this head. And I just like how this result of their body. Now, considerably, the Hydrothero has a head, which is really nice in my opinion. Now, talk about that. Let's just take a look at the accuracy. The accuracy is alright, but I guess looks like resemble nothing too much about it. So, like a call scheme, but I still like the accuracy as well. Now, we're gonna bring up a ruler, so let's give this figure a measure. Turns from the length from the tip of the tail, always tip of the snout. We're looking at about approximately 9.18 inches, and which is only at about, approximately 24.5 centimeters, and the height which is on top of the head. We're looking at about, approximately, 2 inches, and which is only at about, for the figure, it is approximately 5 centimeters. Now, for comparison, I'm going to bring up some other marine reptiles. Here are some figures which is much small and big. Here's the Pianesso, approximately 2019, Paluan the Dacosaurus. Apparently this figure is way smaller, but if you compare it, that is make it larger. And for another one, here is with my final figure, which is the Collecte 2014 Mosasaurus. Now, compared to a size of what creature was based, Mosasaurus is long in length, it is similar to a Hydrotherosaurus, except it has a larger jaw and completely different to what seemed like the Hydrotherosaurus length. Now, there was a new figure of 2022 when the Mosasaurus gets its deluxe version, and it will be much larger than its original counterpart, but with a much more movable, articulated jaw. Now, the rating is about 7 out of 10, which is not as we think you said. It is rubber-like appearance, and it's not more like a real figure. Now, I still like that figure, but not as much. But most figures did not reviewed by the people. But still, maybe consider it with this much more of an original figure and not prevented with it. So possibly it is radiated with some sort of very material things. Like, I mean, AliExpress made Wiben figures, but this is not how the real figure look like. It is much larger, but has plastic in it. Now, I'm gonna bring up the entire sea marine reptile predators that can take on a Hydrotherosaurus with its huge size. Now, like the Mosasaurus is about to devour the, Hydrotherosaurus will bite on its tail, makes sense. And I will use to bite the Dagosaurus on the head, so it make prey predator attack. So it makes better. Now, it is a really cool review, but not as much. But still, it is very concerned, but it's not a bad review. Now, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you'll never, ever miss the video. And leave a comment below, and I hope we see you for another review about the PNSO knockoff Megalodon. Goodbye everyone, and see you all next time.